What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be going over my bag. So I guess it's a what's in my bag video. And the reason that I like to make these videos is because I used to love, I still do, okay? I still stay up at night watching bag videos. What else is there one to do? A lot of things. I don't necessarily go crazy. I do appreciate a good quality handbag. So for today's video, I thought that we could go over my bag and then just show you what I like to carry in this bag. I'm gonna hold it here for a second because sometimes I just like to just stare at a good bag. If you aren't familiar, and if you are, you know exactly what this bag is. This is a Neverfull from Louis Vuitton, but this isn't the regular MM. I have an MM. That one is in the Damier Ebene print. This one is in the classic LV monogram. So just a quick little fun fact, this specific monogram print isn't the print that Louis Vuitton actually started with. It was the Damier Ebene, but this one over the years became really, really popular. So this is the one that most people see and they immediately know that it's Louis Vuitton. So anyway, this is the PM size. There's 3 different sizes. PM, which is the petite, and then the MM, which is the medium, and then the GM, which is like the large. So I believe it's like grand for large. So this one is more appropriate to my specific body type. In camera, if it's coming across as large or small, but to me, this is the perfect everyday bag. I carry, I want to say like a medium amount of things. Now, in the summertime, I don't carry as much just because I'm hot, I'm bothered, I'm upset about the weather. I don't like to carry a lot of things that are gonna make me feel even more hot and just more stuff for me to deal with. So this bag is the one that I've been using, so it's not gonna have as much stuff as the bags that I use in the fall time because I like to carry a little bit more in the fall. But anyway, let's go over the bag really quickly and I'm gonna show you up close. All right, so this bag right here has the regular vachetta chaps. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that right there? So these are sewn into the bag and then it has these little things on the side, these little tabs. And what that does is it helps this bag to become, I don't want to say a different bag, but it does have a different look once it's cinched. I'll show you after what it looks like. But if I just hold the bag like this is the typical shape that it has. It's kind of like a boat in a way, but anyway, it has the same appearance on the other side. It has the same chaps. So this bag doesn't really have anywhere for me to hang my actual charms. So you can hang it right here, but then they're like off to the sides and it just, for me, it was looking a little bit odd. So I just added this little hook right here directly onto the actual strap itself. I did the exact same thing on this side right there. As you can see, I just attached it right there. And then I hung like an excessive amount of other things. Here I have one of these pom-poms. Now these were all the rage back in 2016. And then right next to it I got this little, it says smile. I got it from Walmart. I think it was like $6 or something, but it also came with this and then it came with this, so fairly inexpensive. So these 3 are actually all attached to this thing. And then I kind of just ended up attaching this one to it and this one to it. And the reason that I did that is because that way I'm not attaching all the other extra stuff on the actual handle. I'm attaching it to this and then just having one thing. That way I'm not causing any more unnecessary stress. And then right next to that I have this chain. It has pearls. So this one I got from Amazon. And this next one over this side, I actually ended up making this one myself from just like parts of other like charms. I'm not going to show you like all the whole thing. It looks like a mini little luggage tag. This is how the bag looks like with all the little charms. And when I just like sit this bag on a desk, table, chair, whatever, the handles fall very nicely to the back. Just because over time the vachetta or the baqueta has softened. If you were to buy this bag like today, brand new, the handles would probably stick up straight up like that. But because this one has been loved, it has been used, they fall right to the back, and I love that. I love a squishy Louis Vuitton bag. I just want it to mold to my body. I want it to be malleable. I don't want to feel restricted. And this specific one fits perfectly under my arm. So does the MM. But I would say if you have a larger frame and perhaps like thicker arms, this may not be the most comfortable bag to carry on your shoulder, but you can still carry it on the crook of your arm. Anyway, that's it for the bag. Oh yeah, I was going to show you what it looks like once the sides are cinched, because it does look like a different bag. So I just cinch it in, and then it does have these two little D-rings right there. So what I do is I just slide this all the way to the top, and that way it stays cinched along the ends right there. So that's the one side, and then I'm gonna do the other side. Again, same thing, I just pinch it, I slide this all the way to the top. Now, the bag has a more square shape. So before it looked more like a boat, just because the ends were a little bit longer at the top and then it tapered in at the bottom. But this way, it looks like a square bag. Now, you may think, okay, that doesn't look that different, but trust me, in person it does. And this is more noticeable in the MM and the GM. Those bags are significantly bigger than this one, so it is more apparent when you cinch the top and then create a square bag essentially. But anyway, to me, this looks a little bit different than it did before. And then if you want to add more charms, you still can. You can add them right there, and you could really just deck your bag out. Now, if I flip it to the other side, this is what the bag would look like without any charms or anything. It's still a very beautiful classic bag, but I just love how fun this looks. Okay, I love all the color. I love all the little bling and the sparkles. All right, so just to reiterate, this is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull PM. So that is the smallest size. And now let's just go over what's inside. The inside of the bag is literally just a giant hole. Now, this bag, I think, I'm almost 100% sure, will carry most, if not all, of your daily essentials. Unless you have like a giant laptop or you need a bag for work. For me, like I said, I don't need to carry a laptop or a planner or anything large. These are just my essentials. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna pull out is actually mini pochette. So this is essentially a mini tiny bag. As you can see, it's pretty tiny, but don't be deceived because it holds so much. Because it's wider at the bottom, I feel like it allows it to be very malleable and just fit a lot of things. So in this little bag is where I actually end up carrying most of my little just random things that I don't want just rolling around at the bottom of the bag. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so immediately right off the bat, I have a lip balm. This isn't a lip balm that I would necessarily pick for myself, but I think my husband got me this lip balm from somewhere. So instead of just tossing it or not using it, I just put it in here because during the summer, even though it's very like humid and moist, my lips sometimes still get dry if I haven't hydrated enough or if I've used a lot of lip products. So I have that. And then, speaking of lip products, I have the e.l.f., what is it called? Glow Reviver Lipstick in Rose Latte. I have actually spoken about these in previous videos. I really like these because they are very glossy and shiny. They don't have too much pigment, but they definitely add color to my lips. So I have that. And then, let's see. Okay. I don't know why, but for some reason, now my hands are always crusty, dusty, and sometimes a little musty, okay? Even though it's summer, my hands have been so dry. Like literally, I'm looking at them right now and in between my fingers, cracked, dry. Like the bottom of a 80-year-old woman or man's heel. Like they've seen some things, and they haven't. They really haven't. We got soft hands. This is the Vanilla Romance hand cream from Bath & Body Works. These are the best hand creams that I have found. Okay, I know a lot of people praise the L'Occitane, but these are like $2, okay? These are not however much those cost, and I get them whenever Bath & Body Works has sales. So these honestly are amazing, and this scent, I absolutely love it. I've done plenty of videos on Bath & Body Works, so if you want to watch any of them and what I think about this scent, just go watch one of those videos. Okay, and the next thing, okay, I have gum. This is not the type of gum that I actually enjoy chewing. This is just the gum that we have at home. I find that it gets very hard very quick. I don't like that. Not for me. I want to enjoy my gum, okay? I don't want it to get hard right off the bat. I want to enjoy it, I want to taste it, and then after like an hour or two, then once it gets hard, then I can toss it. But these, don't recommend. We just bought like a giant pack from Costco, so we're going through them, and I think this is the last pack. Never again. This gum sucks hard. Okay, the next thing, Band-Aids. For some reason in the summer, you're walking around, it's hot, it's humid, there's friction, it's rubbing, it's touching, it's creating all the unwanted feelings. I end up with a blister, like under my foot, on my heel, in between my toes. That's probably TMI for you. Nonetheless, okay, I just need to have a Band-Aid. I just need to have a Band-Aid. Then I have some cough drops because I was sick, honestly, I think for like 3 years. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it was more like 2 years. It sounds like I'm exaggerating, but no, I feel like I really was sick for that long. So I've had these just because my throat was dry. Everything about me was dry, okay? My heels, my hands, in between my toes, my throat, my hair, like everything's just been going through it. I don't know what I was hoping to fix. I think I was hoping to fix my entire life with cough drops and Band-Aids. It's better than nothing. Then I have, okay, this is the last thing. I have this little doohickey that looks like a weapon. Look at that. Doesn't that just look like a weapon? But it's not, okay? It looks like a mini transformer. But actually what I use this for is when I go out to dinner, I don't want to take up an entire chair or seat for my bag. Unless there's space, then I take it. I don't care. But when we go out with our 30 family members and there's no space, not even for your elbows on the table, I like to bring this because it sits flush like on the table and then you just hang your bag right off of it. I've had this many years. I think in all of the what's in my bags, this has been in my bag. So it folds up really nicely and then it's super flat. So that's why I like to keep it and carry it with me. So that's it for this little guy. Now all of that stuff fit in here, I mean super comfortably. I could still have fit my AirPods and I don't know, like a scrunchie or just other random little knickknacks. So this is very deceiving. Like I said, it fits a lot of stuff. So that's it for that. The next thing are my AirPods. This case I've had for, I don't know, 6 years, 5 years, for a long time. I got it from Amazon. I just haven't changed it. I still enjoy the color. It's still in decent conditions. So anyway, I have my AirPods. And then lastly, I just have my little key clay. This little guy right here is where I like to keep my keys. This I got 9 years ago, 10 years ago. I think 10 years ago when my husband, who was like my friend-ish, kind of know you're gonna end up going out, but you're still in that I'm gonna keep him waiting stage. Anyway, besides the point, we were in Oregon during spring break during that time. And I wanted to get a little something to commemorate the trip because it was so magical, it was so fun. And I ended up just going to a Louis Vuitton, walking in and getting this little guy. So this is the key clay from Louis Vuitton, and it's a key clay because you store your keys inside. So I actually have my fob and then my keys, and that's all that I like to keep. It does have a little clip, so what you can do, if you want to use this as a wallet, you can actually just put your cards, ID, all of that stuff. That's what I use this one for the longest time. And then you can actually just attach your keys to the end if you want to have it like this. Like I said, I used it this way for the longest time. I just had it attached to my keys, and then in here I had my ID, my cards, some random cash, some coins, what have you. But because I've acquired more just cards that I keep in here, Bath & Body Works sends me a lot of coupons, and I want to make sure that I have them with me because I noticed that I was running into the problem of I had the coupons, but then I would forget to put them in my bags because I like to rotate through my bags. And then I would be at Bath & Body Works, but my coupons would be in a different bag. So I started accumulating a lot of things, and I just wanted this to be dedicated for my keys. Actually, that reminds me, I actually do have my wallet in the bag. The only reason I forgot is because I have it in this zipper bag compartment. So this is my wallet, but this isn't necessarily leather, it's canvas. It doesn't have any leather at all. Like I said, this is coated canvas, which is very durable. So I got the key clay first to be my wallet, but this, when this came out, it's the key clay small, or the, like, okay, I can't remember the exact name, but anyway, this is the small version. They have a medium and then they have a large. So look at this for size comparison. As you can see here, this is significantly larger. See that it is, I mean, again, significantly larger. That's why I went from this guy to this guy. I still don't carry like an exorbitant amount of like cards and things and whatnot, but I was just finding that I was slowly outgrowing this, because we like to go to, I don't know, mini golf, go to the arcades, go to the movies, have just random cards that when we're there, we find that we end up needing them, but they're at home, sitting perfectly and quietly in the drawer. So I figured if I just get a little bit bigger of a wallet, then I can carry everything. So that's what this is. And as you can see, I mean, look at that. I have my cards right there, but I still have so much space. This little guy even has a tiny little pocket right there. I haven't put anything in there necessarily, but this is so spacious, this is so roomy. I have actually seen people fit their passport, which is just the cherry on top, okay? Imagine a small little wallet that carries your passport, all of your cards, and all of your IDs, and this is it. It also has a little chain thing right there. So super handy. You can attach this to bigger bags. I actually used to pull out the little hook and then just attach it to my bag. It just looks like another little accessory hanging off the bag, just like that. And that is so adorable, which I was doing. I was hanging it on the bag itself with the little chain inside, but my husband and I, we randomly take each other's cars. We don't really have like, oh, this is my car, that's your car. We just have two cars and we take whichever one is most convenient at the time. I knew he was gonna struggle taking this on and off from my bags, so I just decided to keep it in here, put it in the bag, and then when I get home, I just put it in the drawer, but he knows that the keys are always in here. Instead of finding the bag I'm using and unclipping it and then coming back home and reclipping it, this was just easier. But again, like I said, and you can, if you have this, attach it to your bag as a little bag charm or an accessory. All right, you guys, that's it for my what's in my bag. I absolutely adore this bag. I know that it's everywhere, okay, I know, but the PM to me is unique because it's a smaller bag that still looks like a handbag, fits more than enough, more than your essentials. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, for the fall time, I'm probably gonna use a different bag just because I like to rotate through my bags. I like to swap them out. Now, I do not ever get bags and just let them sit there. I always use my bags. I don't mind if they get dinged, scuffed, stained, or if there are any watermarks on the vachetta. I never spray them. I don't necessarily condition them. I don't do anything to them other than use them and love them. They're pretty expensive bags, okay? And they need to work for me, not the other way around. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one, but I will see you again in the fall time for another what's in my bag, where I'll show you that I carry similar but different items. So anyway, wait, I got a cough. See, this is why I carry those cough drops. Do you ever just get like that itch that you've had in your throat and then you cough and you just get it so good? But sometimes you get it so good that it makes you want to throw up. Well, not this time. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, marvelous, beautiful day. Bye!